there, Latin 1. Turn to page 243 because there's more glossary. So here we are on 243, exercise 26E. There's more words to learn. So we'll start with quintus aum. Quintus aum. This means fifth. This is different than five. Five is there are 5 birds sitting on a branch. I ate the 5th one, the quintus. Okay, that's where we get quintuple, quintuplets, quintessential. Tablinum or tablinum tablini. This is a study. This is the place where there's little tablets everywhere. Okay, it's the place for holding tablets. And I forget the word for tablets, but it's related. The next word, oratio, orationis. Okay, this means speech or oration. It's literally where we get oration from. Now, quam habebit. Here's the thing: you don't give a speech in Latin; you have a speech. But we translate it as giving a speech. It's kind of like when we talk about going potty. You ever hear people say that they're going to take a dump or take a leak? It's a little weird because you're not actually taking something out, and if you are, don't tell us about it. But there you have it. The next one, apud. But apud literally means in the presence of, and it can mean a bunch of different things. It can mean staying at the house of or in the custody of, but it means in the presence of. And so here it's being used as like in front of the Senate. Conjunx conjugis. This is where we get the word conjugal from. It's conjugation, where you're joining 2 ends together. There's that. We also saw that back in review 1, if I recall. Colloquium, colloquii. This is literally the word colloquium comes from this, which means a formal setting for conversation. So it just means conversation. Debeo, debere, debui, debiturum takes an infinitive. And so it means to ought. We saw this also in review 1. To ought to do the infinitive. Okay, I ought to run. Ludus, ludi. This means school. Okay, now we saw ludi, ludorum before, and that meant games. So just be careful. Propter. Propter means on account of or because. I like on account of because it sounds a little more old-timey. On account of this. And it's accusative because it's not Sid space. Mons Vesuvius, Montis Vesuvii. This is Mount Vesuvius, the big one that blew up, covering Pompeii in ash. Desidero, desiderare, desideravi, desideratum. Okay, this means to long for, to desire, to miss, to long for someone, to feel their lack. Let's see. Aliter. Aliter means otherwise. It's adverbial. Out. We saw neque, neque, and then there's also out. Out means either or. Neque means neither nor. Okay. Gratias tibi ago. I love this. We've learned about stabbing people, hiding swords under our tunics, finding all kinds of ways to kill kings, wolves attacking people, dead mothers, stuff like that. And we just now learned to say thank you. And it literally means I make thanks to you, or I make thanks for you. The last one is sivis, not to be outdone with being polite. Sivis is if you wish. In other words, please. And please in English is a shortened version of if it pleases you, which is a very long and impersonal way of saying what we're saying. But sivis is the same thing. So in French, I think it's s'il vous plaît, if it's pleasing to you. I'm sure there's something in Spanish, por favor, as a favor. And then you go down here. Ad sum, ad esse, ad fui, ad futurum. This is ad plus sum esse, so to be present. And then confido, confidera takes the dative because you are giving confidence to someone. In fact, it can say to give trust to someone. That's totally fine too. Later on, you'll find that it means to believe, but it does take the dative case when you do it. All right? So that is all the glossary. Go ahead and read 244 to 247 if you haven't already, and I'm going to hit the button.